3, 2, 1, go.
I'm not ready.
God damn it!
Hello and welcome to the ShellCast, everybody.
My
you
ears.
guys can pick it up from there.
My ears.
Hi, everyone.
This is our first ShellCast. We're going to be doing a lot of these. I don't know about a lot of these.
Hopefully.
We'll be doing them.
Even live. It's not even live. Not even live.
It's not even live.
No, it's not even
the
live.
podcast.
But most
I hate it.
podcasts.
It's stupid.
I swear I'll kill you. This is going downhill already.
So today we have myself, Victor the Barbarian, Wally the Legend, Goal of Doom, and Pazzi. Unfortunately, just in time, is not able to join us today.
He was doing. He's doing things. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's doing things.
But they're things, and he's doing them.
Exactly.
He fell off a roof or something.
So basically, the ShellCast is just going to be our monthly, or we might do 2 a month. Some months. I don't think we ever decided on an exact thing how we're doing it, but it'll be sort of a monthly podcast where we just bullshit and talk about what's going on that month and in our lives and cool stuff, maybe.
But mostly bullshit.
Mostly bullshit.
Let's be honest.
But this is a very special episode because not only is it our first episode of the podcast, but it is also Halloween. So it's like a too spooky special right now.
Halloweener.
Too spooky cast for me.
Exact. Too spooky cast for me. Beautiful. Okay, so I guess we should try to get this moving here. We don't want these to end up being too long. I think, what did we say, around like an hour or two?
4.
Yeah, hopefully an hour.
I'm hoping for around an hour. So I guess we should get this moving so we don't fuck around and be dumb. What have you guys been playing and doing this past month since Blue Shell has come to fruition?
Has commenced, has launched from its
slumber.
Pad.
Wow, this is quality. So what have you been playing, Victor, for this past month?
This past month, I did pick up Pokemon Y. It's been pretty chillax, pretty awesome, I guess. And also, I've been getting into retro gaming stuff, so, you know, kind of toot my own horn. I actually put out a video yesterday. I mean, today is October 26, 2013. We didn't actually say that. So, for those of you in the future looking back at these 4 incredibly stupid gentlemen.
You're rambling!
Shh. Okay, so...
Right.
So yesterday on the 25th, I put out a video, like just kind of my random like retro gaming collection, like what I had like accrued from that day. So if you want to go check that out, that's on my channel. And yeah, so I've been playing a lot of retro stuff, and I've also been playing a lot of The Binding of Isaac, getting footage for my next video.
Oh, shit.
So,
if you ever want somebody who's absolutely terrible at the game, you can come to me.
Or me, yeah.
I am god-awful at The Binding of Isaac.
I'm okay.
Alright, Cole, what have you been playing? I think we all know this answer.
Dota 2, Terraria, Forced, Chivalry, Deadliest Warrior, and something else? I don't know.
I wish
That's
Chivalry
it.
Deadliest Warrior.
It's in a bad state right now.
Is it?
Like, it's not full release. Like Chivalry, Medieval War. I can't even use words right now. Chivalry, Medieval War, something Warfare. I don't know. It's way better, and it's just nowhere near that right now.
Do you think it will eventually get to that with patches and whatnot, or is it just like broken?
It's not a full release yet, so yeah, it should just get fixed. Like that's all.
Oh wait,
it's
it's
amazing.
not an actual full release?
No, it's still in beta yet.
Oh, okay.
It's early release on Steam.
Yep. And pirates can use guns, blunderbusses, stuff like that. It's pretty amazing.
I saw that in Northern Lions stream, and that looked kind of ridiculous.
There's also samurai with huge swords, stuff like that. And they even have the Japanese sheathing attack thing
Attack
technique.
thing.
Ian knows what I mean. Ian knows what I mean.
Yeah, I totally do. Yeah.
Explain it.
Yeah, totally.
Explain it.
No.
Well, I think Ian's just off in another plane of dimension.
Look, Ian knows
Plane
what I
of
mean.
dimension.
Shut up! Shut up!
Look. When samurai sheath their weapon, they can attack using some kind of sheath mechanic.
Yes, there's a draw
Mechanic?
technique.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I should not call it a mechanic.
Sword draw techniques, bro. They're the shit.
Yes.
Reh.
Rah.
And forced is also pretty good.
I have to play some more of that. I only played a little bit so far.
It's hard as shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And I'm not a fan of that whole ball mechanic.
Oh, it does up the degree of difficulty, so I like it. It's cool.
I maybe I just need to play more of it, but as of right now, I'm not a huge fan of it. But I don't know. And I'd also like to play it with people. I imagine it's a lot better playing.
It
with
also
friends.
gets harder. It also gets harder.
Oh, great. All right, Wally, what have you been playing?
Let's see. I've mostly been playing Pokemon, actually. I only just got my 3DS recently, and I've just been enjoying the shit out of that, really. It's good. You guys have all been playing it as well, so you guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, wait. And Pokemon X. That's it.
There we go. Otherwise, other than that, I honestly haven't been playing too much lately. Like, I don't know. Just been playing some games just to get footage. I do have a new video coming, and it'll be out on Halloween, so once this goes up, you guys will see that too. And I guess I'll just hint at it. It talks about horror stuff, but that's like the most obvious thing in the world, so just watch out for that. It'll be there.
So wait, all of you have Pokemon X, correct?
Yes.
I have
I do.
Y.
Okay, me and Victor have Y then.
Idiots.
Nice.
Idiots.
I was
You
gonna get
guys
X.
should trade me a Sprout.
I was gonna get
Well,
X,
what
but
one?
then my brother got X, so I decided, well, I might as well get Y, and that
X
way
gonna give to you.
X
he's
is
gonna
better
give it
stuff.
to you, whether you
X
like
is
it or
better
not.
stuff. We have the better Mewtwo as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the better Charizard. Don't forget that.
Yep.
Okay, I'll give you the better Charizard, but I
Yeah,
like
right.
both Mewtwo's
It's-
equally, honestly.
Look, Mewtwo X is the strongest fighter Pokemon ever. Ever. Anywhere. Ever.
I'm the strongest fighting Pokemon.
No, you're not.
You don't know me.
No.
Okay, so I guess what have I been playing?
Nothing.
I've been
No one cares.
playing. What have I? I've been playing a lot of. Oh God, what is the game name? I've been playing
Okay.
a lot of Hearthstone.
Hearthstone.
I like Hearth better.
No.
I like Hearth better.
No.
Get out of here. I've been playing that. I've been playing
No.
Stanley Parable, trying to get all the different endings.
I also played Hearthstone. I forgot that one as well.
Hearthstone,
Damn,
it's
Joel.
so good.
You're blurting.
It's okay. It's okay. It's really good, but I don't play it like nonstop because I don't have time for that.
And also a lot of Unholy Heights, because for some reason I'm in love with that game.
No, screw that game.
I don't know why I like that game so much. I'm just strangely
It's
drawn
fun.
to it.
It's fun. It's kind of ridiculous at the start. Like it's hard to beat some quests.
Yeah. I have my own like play series of it, and I have like 2 or 3 episodes recorded that I just did, and I just got fucking wiped. Like, it was miserable how destroyed I got by one person. He killed everybody, and it was horrible. But anyway, that's pretty much what I've been playing, along with some Pokemon Y and Animal Crossing. Those are the games that I just kind of play all the time. See, the way I play Pokemon Y, any Pokemon game, is I play it like nice and slow, and I just take my time with it, because it's always something to do then. So I'm like at the second gym, I think, and I'm just kind of taking my time.
Wow. Are you senile? Something?
No,
Full?
I'm dead serious. And plus, I've been very busy because I'm working as a manager full time pretty much. I think they have me at like 38, 37 hours instead of actual full time.
Just at the cutoff so they don't have to pay you.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And that's been keeping me really busy and just kind of chaotic, but yeah, that's cool. So, this is so horribly constructed, I feel.
How have you liked Stanley Parable, by the way? Because I watched 8-Bit Duke's review on that today, and actually it looks really interesting. Stanley
Parable is... It's really hard to find words to describe this, and I do plan on making something on it eventually. It's super fun. Has that like the original Portal style humor. Well, I mean, I guess the humor is the same in both of them, but it has like a Portal style humor to it, and it's super interesting. It's just a complete mindfuck, really. It's super surreal, and it's just a ton of fun, really.
It's kind of creepy for some reason to me.
Just the fact that somebody is dictating your, like...
No, it just looks very creepy, like something's gonna jump out and jump scare me.
Oh, because there's, like, nothing, like, you're just walking through an
Yeah, there's nothing going on, and that freaks me out.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
It is a little weird.
It's kind of like Gone Home was very much like that as well.
That also freaks me out. I cannot take empty houses and stuff, because something is there. Come on.
That's what I thought. Gone Home, honestly, I was on the edge of my seat the entire fucking time, thinking that something was gonna jump out and, like, rip my skin off.
If they just surprise me at a horror game, best game ever. It's like, oh, it's an innocent game. You just return from vacation, just go, and boom, dead.
Boom, dead, yeah. That's pretty much how I felt. And I don't really get that from Stanley Parable, mainly because the narrator the entire time is keeping me entertained, and he's hilarious.
Like laughing.
Yeah, I guess, but it's still creepy. Like the environment, there's no one there.
Yeah, I think I've gotten maybe 6 of the 8 endings so far, and one of the hidden events that you can trigger. But I'm still like working my way to find the other endings and whatnot. It can get kind of confusing.
One is just dying, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of different. There's some really weird
like
ones.
8 or 10, maybe even like a dozen endings.
I think there's 8. Is the last thing I heard. I haven't looked it up, but that's
a few other secret things.
I haven't looked it up, but that's what Mike Ironfist had told me, that there was 8 true endings, and that there was just some of those hidden things. Like one ending is called the Heaven ending. It's like a secret one that you can find. Basically, just you ascend into heaven and you're just surrounded by buttons, and you push buttons for the rest of existence. And you actually have to reset the game in order to get out of it. You have to do that a lot, actually. Or the game resets itself. Like, I can't even tell you how many times it's done that. It's just part of like the whole thing. It's really cool, though.
Dang.
I highly, highly recommend it. Just pretty much to anybody. Anybody can have a good time with it.
It looks very, very interesting. I'm intrigued.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe picking that up. I'm not sure.
I'd suggest it, obviously. I just sat here and praised it, but...
No.
Alright, so... Victor, you have any upcoming projects?
I did already kind of tell you about the Halloween project. It's coming up with the Binding of Isaac.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of people do like Amnesia and like Dead Space for their spooky games, and I'm not into like the jump scare stuff. I'm more like just kind of the environment being like really creepy and unsettling.
Gotcha.
And the Binding of Isaac does that really well.
I would argue that Amnesia is not necessarily all that jump scary, and that it is heavily based on how creepy the environment is.
Yeah,
and
I will. Yeah, with that one definitely.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Wally, what about you?
Well, okay. I mean, the one that's going to be going up on Halloween that you guys will see, I'm talking about horror-themed levels, but more about what I enjoy about them, not just your standard setting stuff, like that has a little bit more to it that makes it stand out. So that was kind of a fun one to do. It's basically going to be one of my Wally Talks episodes, except normally those have always been, I've been talking about like a gaming series, what I want to see, all that kind of stuff, but I've gotten to the point now where it's like sometimes there's just something I want to talk about that doesn't fit into the scope of a normal review or a list or anything like that.
Just like a rant.
So I feel like, yeah, just kind of like a rant thing, which is why I originally created the series in the first place. So I'll be doing more videos like this as well from now on, and that's what it'll go under. So I just kind of had the inspiration to do it, and Victor knows about the video. He's watched it and given me feedback on it. So
oh yeah,
I'm excited for everybody to see it. I think
too hot for TV.
Beautiful.
Don't you mean 3 spooky for
3 spooky
9,000?
5 me. If you're gonna say
This
it,
is the YouTube equivalent of those Jerry Springer VHS tapes in 1998.
oh god, I remember seeing those on TV.
So bad.
But yeah,
But
that's
so
my
good.
that's gonna be my recent project, and then after that, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do after that. There might be a list again, or I might do another review. I have not really decided yet, but I know the list. You're gonna see more Zelda stuff in the future. I don't know if it'll be the next one, but there's definitely more to talk about there.
Is it next month, Zelda month?
For PBG it is, yeah, which makes me a little hesitant to put out a Zelda video because everybody will be like, "Oh, this is PBG's month. You can't lose her. Fuck you." But I don't know.
Isn't there
That
like
does sound like the internet. He's got his internet impression down.
isn't there
yeah,
like an official Zelda month though?
It's down pat.
I don't think there's actually an official Zelda month, and if there is, I was not aware of it. I only
I
know
don't
about
think that's
PBGs.
part of like the government-sponsored calendar.
It should
Probably
be.
not.
And if it is, it should not be as prevalent as Black History Month.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Are you sure? Okay, yeah, all right. I'm fine with that answer. Yeah,
Anyone ever notice why they ain't no black characters in Zelda?
it's because
What's up with that, Nintendo?
Gerudos, you don't.
Japan is racist.
Gerudos.
No,
Gerudos.
Those are more like Arabian.
Wow.
I would agree with Victor.
Because
Wow.
they like live in the desert
Go ahead.
and everything.
Oh man.
How is
There's the Gerudo Desert.
Goal's just like grievously offended here.
Goal's trying to make this controversial.
This is Goal's role in life.
This is too hot for
He
TV.
flies around with all his doom and Vikingness and just poops on everyone. Just like, hi everyone, I'm a Sky Rat.
I'm gonna find a black character in Legend of Zelda.
Hi everyone, I am Gold Doom. There's rats in the kitchen.
Oh,
We couldn't go this whole thing without saying that once at least.
yeah,
I know,
yeah,
yeah.
Yes, we could.
it was inevitable.
All right, so Gold, what about you? What are you planning on doing?
Starbound news, basically. That's something I want to do. Seeing
I
as a beta's coming out soon,
I cannot wait for that game.
Right, that
Like
cash cow, buddy.
it is going to be insane.
I need it like right now. Fuck. All right. Upcoming projects for me. I really don't know. I plan on keep doing quick looks and shit like that. But as for reviews, I am not entirely sure. We're gonna play that out and see how it goes. I will not be having a Halloween special, unfortunately. I will be doing something, but not review wise.
Boo!
So,
Posse,
wow.
Heh.
Scumbag Blue Shell members. Fuck you. Alright.
Art Posse.
Does anybody
There's
know what Justin is planning on doing, since he can't actually tell us himself?
Ah, crap. I
He had
think
something.
had
He had
mentioned
something.
Yeah, he does. Well, he just released something, didn't he?
Yeah, he just put out his It'll Do indie moment, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
actually looks really cool. It's very Zelda-inspired. In fact, it was
Mhm.
originally pitched as a Zelda game, which, when you look at it, you can see that, but I didn't think it initially. But that actually looks really cool.
Yeah, he did a
But
good
I-
job with the video, too, I thought.
Oh, he did? Yeah, no, I thought it was good. I don't know what he's planning on doing next, though. I know he has another idea. Oh, he has a Kirby game lined up. That's what he has.
For Halloween?
Not for Halloween.
What a good
He has-
Halloween video.
I don't think he has anything lined up for Halloween specifically, but he definitely one of his next videos is going to be a Kirby video,
Okay.
a review of sorts,
Interesting.
in his Justin ways of random happiness.
Oh God,
He's too happy.
are so
And it's
funny.
wonderful.
And
You know you like Justin's happiness.
Yes, we do.
it's like contagious sometimes. As for Blue Shell as a group, we do have something planned that'll be out the same day as this, I think, or at least relatively
Do we?
close.
Yeah, we just have a ton of stuff we're going to drop. Just like, boom.
I know,
Watch
it's
it all.
going to be a little
Love it.
obnoxious.
It's gonna be a
Wait.
blue bomb.
Are we releasing this on Halloween?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess.
Why not?
Sure.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to.
I was just confused. I thought it was going up like in 2 days or something.
No, shut up.
No, not that soon. You still have a little bit of time, Goal.
Yeah, I think me and Ian are the only ones that really have our parts done, right?
Yeah,
We had ours done for,
I
like-
have to get to my part as well.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be doing mine tonight after the podcast.
The
Boy.
podcast.
The
The-
ShellCast.
The ShellCast. There we go.
The co-optional.
Okay. So we got a bunch of stuff out of the way. We all have some cool stuff coming. We've been playing good stuff. I don't know where I was going with that.
Those certainly were games that we played.
They certainly were.
You guys will. I think that everybody will like our group video that's coming up. It should be a good time.
Nobody will.
It should be good.
Yeah,
Nobody-
nobody will. Nobody likes
Damn
us.
it.
They all hate us anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Pozzy, you're changing into Neggy again, my friend. I'm gonna need you to bring that back up.
That's why we need Justin.
Yes.
It's like a
Really.
counterbalance.
Yes.
All right, so seeing as it is Halloween and this is our too spooky, spectacular shellcast,
It's not spooky.
it can be spooky.
Forecast.
We can
It's
put
not spooky.
skeletons or something. We can pretend they're
No.
skeletons.
There's no skeletons.
I can put like creepy music over this.
No.
Just like theremin music.
That's
Entire
that's
time.
Scooby-Doo. Okay, that's not
Scooby-Doo.
That's not even
Scooby-Doo.
scary.
That's like some Mad Monster Mansion shit too.
Nope. Scooby-Doo.
Dude, I love Scooby-Doo. I loved Scooby-Doo. Let me correct my statement.
Everyone loves it. I
Like
still love
Scoob, we're really in for it now. Whee!
It's like he's putting his finger in your butt.
Like fuck this.
Oh god, beautiful.
I always like I can't help it.
it. It's still amazing.
I
Look,
love
it's still
that video.
amazing.
Original Scooby-Doo is definitely the best.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Original
Not like
Scooby-Doo.
like Scrappy's okay
No,
when
fuck
he's in the
Scrappy.
group, whatever. But like, you know.
If you want to see something terrible, watch the movies. Like
No,
the
here.
live action movies.
Oh, the live action
action
movies, yeah.
movies.
They're so bad.
I've watched them.
There are some of the
Yes.
movies like when the movies first started happening, they were actually pretty good. Zombie Island is amazing.
Is that the one where they go to this
The Cajun New
Tropical
Orleans, whatever.
tropical island?
No.
Okay, I guess that's a bad one then.
No, like this one they go down south to like Louisiana and there's like zombies, these three witches or whatever making zombies.
Yeah.
But it was actually very good compared to a lot of like the newer incarnations of the movies. And then there was another one, God, what was it? Witch's Curse was okay. That one took place in like a Salem trial-esque sort of deal. I don't know. That one was pretty good. And then they just went
Ozzy
downhill.
has extensive knowledge of Scooby-Doo.
I used to
movies,
watch
I've
Scooby-Doo
discovered.
a lot. Like, it's part of the reason why my brother and I like paranormal things so much is because we both watched Scooby-Doo a lot when we were younger. I watched the older Scooby-Doo, and he also watched the older Scooby-Doo. He didn't really watch a lot of the newer ones. And I also used to watch a pup named Scooby-Doo. The one where they were all kids.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. As a kid, it was good. If I went back and watched it now, it might not be so good, but it was enjoyable at the time. I don't know how well it holds up, but Scooby-Doo, you know, that's the spookiest thing we could be talking about right
Scooby-Doo.
now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we
Where
could talk
are
about
you?
the live-action movies. Those are horrifying.
Oh yeah.
Those are on a whole nother level of just awful. Oh my god.
Curse of the Lake Monster. Oh my god. This looks like a pile of awesomeness.
I don't like the new Shaggy.
Yeah.
Like in that one, they changed Shaggy.
Well,
I think.
clearly they've got the wrong person to play Shaggy. They just need PPG.
No, the guy from the first two, like the guy from the first two is amazing. Like he looks like Shaggy.
Yeah, that guy did a good job
Yeah.
with it. On it, like as crappy as that movie is, like that guy like
Yeah.
makes a great Shaggy.
And then they put this douchebag in. No,
They
not
decided the
happening.
first guy was too stonery.
Well,
But,
that's
like,
what Shaggy is.
That's
I know.
Shaggy, though. Oh, I love Shaggy. Shaggy's great. Good character.
Like, he looks exactly like him, and then they replace him with this guy. I don't. Why?
All right, so I guess we should try to talk about something horror related.
Horror games.
Okay, the stupid space sci-fi horror game by Frictional. Go.
Soma.
Oh,
We
Soma,
could,
yeah.
we could talk about Soma
It looked kind of scary. I don't like sci-fi horror games because they're terrifying.
because they're terrifying. Did you ever play?
There is actually, yeah, there's something about that futuristic setting where like everything's all like whacked out and creepy like that. That's like, yeah, I get what you're
First
saying.
off,
Cole.
like you're not familiar with the setting because it's like not present.
Yeah.
Like you don't like live in a spaceship, and then there's like the fact that you're in a
Or do
spaceship,
we?
Oh.
which is like hurtling in space, and it's like tight quarters and everything. Like you can't escape from a spaceship, really.
Yeah,
So
that is
then-
also quite terrifying.
And then evil doom robots come crawling out of the walls and
Yeah, but
stuff
also-
stabs brains, and you're
Yes.
like, what?
Yeah, I thought the brain was evil at first, but it's robots. So I guess that's kind of less scary because they're robots and not organic, and they won't look that terrifying, I guess.
Yeah, but like the Terminator is still fucking terrifying.
Yeah, but even look, organic stuff always looks scarier. That's just a fact.
It.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
It's
don't know.
true.
I don't know.
I mean, there's definitely like the robot kind of thing can definitely be kind of creepy. I don't know. I just feel like overall,
I think the robot
Something
stuff is
that's all-
more intimidating.
something that's all fleshy, and especially if it's like something that's also like part human or like once human, that's like way creepier for us because it's like
Yes.
ugh, like that. I don't want to become that kind of thing. Like
Yeah, that's
when a
definitely
robot's
more,
when a
more
robot's trying to
disturbing.
get you, it's like oh shit, like yeah, I don't want this robot to get me. This is creepy, and I'm in a dark hallway, and but like at the same time, like there's just that other relatable factor with like something like that, which I actually also where I feel like a Machine for Pigs actually kind of works because like there's these pig things that it's all like I don't want
I didn't like that game.
I don't want to
Sorry.
be changed into it. I mean, yeah, I know you don't like it, Goal, but
I hate it.
Goal despises it.
It's not even a game. It's barely a game.
It's a game.
Barely.
It's a game.
Barely a game.
It's not necessarily a good survival horror game, but it's definitely like a game.
There was no survival elements in
It's
that
a
game.
graphic novel.
I would call it an interactive horror novel.
I mean,
fucking-
yeah.
Oh,
Like
God.
honestly, that's not even like necessarily like a bad way to put it. It's
No,
like
no,
the
it's
story is
not.
like the story is intriguing, and there's definitely still some creepiness. To it. Like the setting
No.
is. I don't know. I actually think the setting is genuinely kind of creepy, and it's
was,
actually
yeah.
different. It's kind of different from your normal setting. Like you wouldn't expect that necessarily. So I think that played to its advantage, but it wasn't as scary just when you look at the survival horror element when you compare it to the first game. Like just there's no comparison. Like the first Amnesia is just like loads more terrifying.
Like the setting is okay, but the story just lacks here and there, and the enemies didn't scare me at all.
I think the one thing that hurts it the most is the enemies. Like in the end, like I feel like Jordan underneath put it like really well. He's like the pig things could have been scary. In fact, should have been scary.
Yep.
Like there's potential there for that to be really creepy because honestly, like when you hear pigs squealing and stuff like that, like especially like the way that's setting is like that's kind of creepy. No, I
Yep.
don't want to hear that, And it could have been done so much better. And when that's the main evil trying to get you in the game, and it's a little bit of a letdown, it brings the whole rest of the game down.
Yeah, I agree.
So that I feel like that's one of the main things, and the first Amnesia, like, like grunts, brutes especially are like, nope. I still haven't even beaten the game because I'm stuck in the choir, and I like walked across the bridge, heard one walking behind me and creaking around, and I just sat in the corner and cried. Like,
Oh, at
Don't-
that point, they don't
don't
even care
kill me.
anymore. Like, one of those brutes came running towards me out of the mist and just scared the shit out of me.
because it's red mist. There's literally like a dozen encounters in there. I think there's maybe not a dozen, but there's all the lots.
Yeah, they know exactly where you are. Like, it's not even stealthing anymore. At that point, you just have to run.
Yeah, and there's even though it seems dark and all misty and creepy, you actually don't even have to have your lantern on. Like it's light enough your sanity isn't affected.
I hate
So
that part. It's
so
ugh.
I can't get past it. I literally played for 15 minutes, like got past 2 encounters and was just like, nope, I'm done.
Just
like,
fuck that game.
can't.
I had to finish it because I just wanted to know.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, I really want to finish it because I've gotten that far already, but just like, oh, it's bad.
But I'm not sure if I want to play Soma because that is too freaky for me. That is no.
See,
I'm
I
interested to try
love
it.
being scared. That's like one of my favorite things to go through, and I'm not sure why. And that's why I'm kind of really excited for Soma's, because it does look... I feel it's a lot more creepier. One, like you guys said prior, it's an environment we're not used to.
I don't want to get murdered by robots.
And two, we don't know what the enemies are going to be. There very well could be more human-like enemies. For example, how the brain was controlling things. There is an organic material involved, and that could transfer into other things into the game. And it's an environment we're not used to, but it's also not incredibly futuristic. I don't feel like it's as futuristic as a cyberpunk universe would be.
It feels like a scary Dead Space. Like an actual scary Dead Space.
Well, I guess it depends on which Dead Space you're talking about. I feel like the first Dead Space is like legitimately like scary as
let's
fuck.
say Dead Space.
And as the games went on, they became more FPS and less about the horror part.
Yeah, but my Dead Space 1 and 2, scary, but also a bit relying on jump scares and stuff like that.
Okay, fair enough.
It's more of an eerie setting, like everything freaks you out, the environment, everything, just the guy on the table with the brain thing plugging into him. That is like, oh my god, that is... Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude laying on the table and like interacting with it and then it just like killing himself.
Yeah.
That reminded me so much of Amnesia, of like dead body on the table and like, you know, piercing it, like get like the blood into your system so that you wouldn't get hurt by like get poisoned in the sewers. Like how just like that whole thing just like, ugh, this is like, I don't like this.
That's pretty much miles ahead of Dead Space in any Dead Space game. I mean, it's scary enough, but if I would see that in Dead Space, it's just not the same effect.
Yeah.
I do think it's interesting that Soma's also going to be on the PS4.
Wait, what? Only on the PS4?
No, not only.
It's PC and PS4.
Yeah, it's going to be on the PS4 as well.
That's kind of weird, but look, we're still getting it, so.
Yeah, and it makes sense, especially now with the PS4 and the Xbox One both running on the PC architecture. Like, it's going to be a lot easier for games to do that now. I think we're going to see a lot more of that.
Well,
I hope so.
Yeah.
Every studio just has to realize that they should develop for the PC and port from there, because that's how it works.
Now they can. Now they can, and that's
well. At first, they just didn't.
Oh yeah,
like
they were
Dark Souls 1. They just didn't give a shit. Worst port in the world. It's a great game. It's just terribly. It's just terrible. It's a good game though, but it's really just a fucking awful port.
Oh my god!
I love how like within 2 days the community had already like developed like bug fixes and shit.
Oh, the community basically fixed that game up and made it playable. It's kind of ridiculous that it had.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it had to come to that point. Like, you guys just fixed it. We don't even care. You'll play it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of dickish, but they're making up for it now in Dark Souls 2 by developing it for the PC and porting it to the consoles.
I'm excited for that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna sink a lot of hours into that.
Well, okay. Well, this Soma, the game takes place on the Pathos 2, a remote research facility with machinery that begin to take on human characteristics.
Nope.
Yes.
And encounter a number of strange creatures.
Look, just give me a gun and then I'll play.
And then there's a quote that says, "Reality is that which, when you stop believing in it, doesn't go away."
Okay, no, I'm not.
This is gonna be some creepy stuff, man.
I am not gonna touch it.
I'm oddly looking forward to this,
cool.
and I'll play it, and I'll probably be terrified.
I will probably
shit
piss myself, and
yes.
Megan will laugh at me.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing this one.
I'll just watch someone play it. I'm not touching that until I know what's going on in there.
It's gonna be great.
It's the next frictional project since Amnesia, so it's gonna be that much more. Oh.
Yeah, it's actually going to be like legitimately terrifying. The only problem is apparently it's been in the making since 2010, and it's not going to come out till 2015. So I'm like,
okay, that's good. I have some time.
Like, I know that like it's great that they have a lot of time to make it, but at the same time, people are going to be like, dude, 5 years, this game better be like amazing, or otherwise I'm just going to like shoot frictional.
They're a smaller studio though.
just
like, and for a smaller studio to develop for like cross-platform, that's fucking insane.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying. I understand, but I feel like a lot of people aren't. They're gonna look at those dates and just be like, gut reaction. Oh, they took this long, and if it's like doesn't live up to some people's expectations, they're just gonna. That's gonna be a reason they point to. And it's gonna be like, whoa, hold on a second, guys. Frictional did all this on their own. Let's get this into perspective here.
Well, it's probably gonna be a lot bigger than Amnesia as well. So
probably.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like the thing about Amnesia is that game takes a lot longer to beat than it actually is, just because you're so afraid. Like it's that good at making you scared. Because when you really look at it, you can actually breeze through some of it.
Yeah. Once you beat it like once you know what to do, it's a cakewalk.
Yeah.
But it's more the experience anyway, so you should be playing it more than once. There's no New Game Plus or whatever, because that's bullshit.
Except for Justine.
Justine, I still haven't finished that.
Justine was so fun.
I won't even touch that. No.
I like the fact that they actually put in no saves. Like that's cool.
Which one is Justine?
It's the add-on.
Yeah, basically this chick named Justine gives herself amnesia, and she's been like torturing these guys down in her like creepy torture dungeon basement.
That was fucked up.
Thing.
I like how they completely switched the game like on its head with that one. Like it was more about like not being like trying to stealth and hide, when it was just like just get the fuck through it. Like
just panic and run.
That's all you
pretty much have to. Like the second suitor that shows up, you just walk down in that basement, there's lights on, suddenly they all blow out, and you hear them start like walking from around the corner, and it's just like so much nope right now.
Didn't even get
the chains are rattling, and like it's like they because they're actual people, like they're talking, they're like, where are you? And you're just like, no, don't eat me, fuck.
Not over here, not over here.
Yeah, it's great.
Then you just throw a sack of potatoes in the other room, and they're like, there you are, bitch, and then you just like run like, get to the door.
I didn't even get that far. I got to like the first room with the first suitor, and then I just no.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Like they're way more aggressive.
Just Control Delete it and then just uninstall the game.
I beat it. Okay, like the normal Amnesia at least.
Yeah, I actually never beat the normal Amnesia because
what?
Well, that was because the one time I played, I got like this game-breaking glitch, and I could not proceed any further.
You have got to play it again and get farther than like the very early stages of the game, because I know you like horror stuff, and I know that you can get through stuff even if you're scared. You will like it is.
It is better than Amnesia 2.
It is. It's like really.
I have to make time to do it.
The first time you get to the storage area, you walk down the stairs, and the first note you get is, this darkness seems extra dark and unnatural. And I was like, oh, great, I'm done playing this game. Quit. And I just like didn't play. I didn't touch it for a week. I was like, I do not know. I just do not like this at all.
Like every time I boot up Amnesia, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna boot it up and then like see where I was, then I'll totally like play it and everything. And then I boot it up and I'm just like, oh fuck, it's really dark in here. And then I play for 15 minutes. I'm just like, I can't do this.
Rolls in, you're just like, I can't. No, what did I get myself into here?
That's how I get with every horror game.
Shit. Then nope.
That's every horror game.
Why did I decide to play this again?
It's Amnesia is like legitimately one of those games that, as much as people talk about it, like Amnesia, like that game is legitimately scary, and
it's legitimately scary. But the reason people hate on it is because it's so overplayed on
it's
like
so popular.
And stuff like
it's
that.
It's just popular.
It was just popular.
Yeah,
that's what happens to any popular game.
Like literally anything that PewDiePie has done will always get shit on because it's popular.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
So Sonic Lost World. Discuss.
Sonic Lost World. I
none
actually
of us have played it.
No, I have.
I don't care.
Oh, Posse's played it.
Okay. I got to play it at New York Comic Con, and I played like 2 levels, I think, on the Wii U version.
So was it good?
It was some of the earlier stages, and in all honesty, it was. I enjoyed it. But from every big review site that I've read so far has said that the early game is amazing. It's that perfect mix of like a new and an old Sonic. Like it's really good. The colors, the soundtrack, everything is just it's really good. But then as it gets on, like it just gets progressively more stale and just boring and monotonous. Like a big thing is some of the free like the parkour stuff later on is not very well done. Because there's not a whole lot of it in the beginning, and there's more of it towards the end. And I hear that it's just not very well thought out and doesn't execute very nicely. But like I said,
that's Sonic Team. Like they're always really good at having like the proof of something. Like even with Generations, I feel like the first like 2 sets of levels are much better than like the second half of the game.
Yeah.
Like just like even in just like level design and everything, like
the game
they've always been like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people let's playing it though. Like that's what I'm finding right now.
And
someone actually beat it already, by the way.
Oh, I've no doubt that they have.
That is not a long game. Looking from this, it's not a long game.
No.
Like the episode parts are 40 minutes and it's 7 episodes.
Oh wow, that's not very long at all. Like it was good and everything, but it's one of those games that I'm not gonna pay full price for. I do want to try it, believe me.
I still want it.
I want it, but like I said, I'm not gonna pay $60 for it.
Oh no, me neither. Me neither.
Like there's just no way. And it's a shame because I was really looking forward to this being the revival of Sonic. I've always liked Sonic games.
Sonic is done for. I fear he's just done for.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things they just need to take him out back behind the shed and just put him out of his misery.
Just shoot him.
Oh, jeez.
Because, I mean, Sonic Team is so far gone in their thinking. When they try to do something, they end up just screwing it up. That's another thing.
They don't need to can Sonic. They need to can Sonic Team because
yeah, okay.
They obviously haven't put out an outstanding game in so long. They need to hand it off to someone that can actually do something.
I feel like Generations was the only like remotely decent one we've gotten for a while.
That's what I've heard.
Otherwise, before that, Heroes was. I played a lot of Heroes, but it's honestly pretty like it's.
It's just
the first 2 levels.
And then
of
Adventure
Heroes
2, Adventure 2 is really good, but it has not aged well.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, those are a pile of shit.
I was a huge fan of Adventure 1 and 2, and like I loved those games. Those were like some of the few games that I've actually beaten. Like I don't beat a lot of games. I get really far and then I end up getting like okay, whatever. Or or somebody spoils like the ending for me and I'm like, all right, well I'm just not gonna play now. That happens a lot. And either that or me and my brother play, and he like will switch on and off, and he usually does some of the endings. That ends up happening sometimes. So I don't beat them myself, but I know what happens. That happens a lot too.
I mean that's fine. I've done that plenty of times with my brothers over the years as well. It's kind of fun to do it that way, actually.
Like the first Sonic Adventure, I didn't beat I beat like the first 3/4. No, the first. Oh god. Like the first 3/4 of the games I beat, and then my brother did the end, but he couldn't do the final boss, so I did the final boss. So like I didn't play all of it, but I played most of it.
Close enough.
Exactly. But I'd personally love to see a return of Adventure of like that same style with updated mechanics and make it better, like up to par. That's what I would love to see.
Sonic 06 was supposed to be.
It was what Sonic 06 was supposed to be, and then we got the abomination that we have now.
Yeah.
I plan on doing a talk episode about Sonic and specifically what you're talking about, Posy. So
I would totally join in on that.
We can just have a massive. It'll be on my channel. We can just do a massive Blue Shell talk on why Sonic needs to go in that direction, and it'll be awesome. We'll just do that. sounds like a good plan.
I'm not even sure if I care enough about Sonic anymore.
Well, you don't have to be in a Sonic Gold, then fine. You know, you can stay over in Viking Land, whatever.
Fuck Sonic.
You can eat the crumbs off the ground, the bread that people throw to you or whatever, and then you just deal with it. Like,
you piece of shit.
Okay, so I actually remembered a really, really, really cool looking survival horror game that's coming out in 2014. Do you guys know the name The Evil Within?
I have heard of it.
It's being done by Bethesda, and it's being directed by the same guy who directed Resident Evil 4.
That should be really good then.
It looks really, really terrifying.
Yeah, I don't want to touch that game.
Look at some trailers for that. Like, it looks fantastic.
Where
Basically,
have I heard about that?
like, oh man. Let's see what the general plot is here. When Detective Sebastian Castellanos and his partner rush
this
scene-
game.
Yes. All of you go look it up, and we'll.
I just did, and I don't. I don't.
This brings me to an interesting point here. Oh my god, this looks terrifying. Yes, I remember seeing pictures of this very early on.
It's gonna look really good.
I'm skeptical from anything put out by ZeniMax, though. ZeniMax Bethesda.
How dare you?
Yeah.
That is not specifically a Bethesda Softworks game.
It is.
Okay, I
that's true. Yeah.
It's Tank. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Oh,
because they're the ones that pushed out Brink before it was done. They're the ones that pushed it to get things done before Age was done and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I could understand some skepticism from that then. But
like even Dishonored, they pushed it out before, and then they like took over whoever developed Dishonored permanently. So.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like ZeniMax as a publisher. As a developer, I do like Bethesda.
I love Arcane Studios, though. Like, Dishonored turned out really well.
Yeah, I was a fan of Dishonored. But seeing with that coming out, it brings an interesting point on basically the state of survival horror games. For a while, they were just dead. Like, they just didn't exist anymore. Because you only had a few in the franchise, and that was Silent Hill and
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, I'm sorry, is not anywhere close to it anymore. Like,
oh no.
And it hasn't been for a while.
You don't even have to apologize for that. Everyone knows.
Yeah, like, bye.
Like, unless you are just like some sort of like
diehard like
Resident Evil like 5 and 6 denier, like, you know how there's Holocaust deniers. Like if you don't believe that 5 and 6 were made, then yeah, you could be like, yeah, Resident Evil's still survival horror, but it's not anymore.
Yeah, and I don't even know. That completely made me lose track of what I was saying. I had something.
So, I get what you're saying. Like, before, like, it was just Resident Evil and Silent Hill just kind of going along, blah blah blah. We didn't really get much in between. There's some random games there, and then suddenly, boom, out of nowhere, recently we've had this big like surge of these games coming back, and we're in the midst of a lot of crap
because
we're getting some really high quality stuff.
Yeah, we've seen a market shift towards like. I don't want to say like indie games, but like kind of like niche markets now. Like like everything doesn't have to be a big dumb shooter. Like it used to like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
which I greatly appreciate that actually.
Thank God.
With the survival
I like shooters,
horror,
but man.
It's weird because it was so dead for a while, and then pretty much Amnesia turned everything around.
Yeah.
Amnesia turned everything around, but then it became like this hot button. Like, everybody was... Slender came out, and everybody copied Slender. And Slender was nowhere near a survival horror game.
Slender was just jump scare.
Slender was just garbage in comparison, and...
It's cheap.
Then a ton of games like that popped up, like SCP. There was a bunch of those.
Yeah.
And...
Just like any Let's Player that's like extremely popular, like PewDiePie or Markiplier, that's all they did when they started out was like fucking Amnesia.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people got to where they are today. In all
every
honesty.
custom
story. SCP.
Every damn custom story.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like it's kind of mature. It's starting to mature a bit. the entire genre itself, because we're not seeing as many of these things now. Now we're seeing actual people putting effort into what they're doing. Like, for example, The Evil Within, Soma.
Right.
Goal won't agree with me, but the newer Amnesia.
No.
Like we've seen like developers have seen like Amnesia and Slender and everything like that become so popular when they weren't funded very well, and so now they're putting a lot of funds into like creating these games because they know that they'll sell now.
And then we can see how far we can take it and
Well,
how much better we can make them. Because I agree, honestly. Like, I think that's true. When you look at a game like Amnesia or something like that, like, wasn't nearly as much funding as what the games are going to get now. You get a game of that quality, a bunch of crap games fall along because everybody's trying to build that market up. But it does, even though if their games are crap, it still helps get a lot of interest in it. And now that there's this interest, now that publishers and everything have seen this, they can start making these games that are like even higher quality as long as the time is put into it. So
yeah, and I'm honestly really excited to see like almost the rebirth of the survival horror genre come here, and I think it's going to be awesome. Like, there's a few games that I'm looking out for. The Evil Within, I had completely forgot about that, in all honesty.
Yeah, me too.
There's this one, what's it called? It's a survival horror MMO, and I'm extremely interested to see how it turns out.
MMO?
Wait, are you talking about Dying Light? Because that's a co-op one.
No, I'm not actually. What is it? It's called Nether.
I have no clue what that one is.
Never heard of it.
The early access beta is starting on Halloween, and I did sign up for it. I have a chance to get into it unless I pay. Then I'm guaranteed.
Wait, Slender the Arrival is finally coming to Steam?
Whoa!
Why? It's not good. No,
you know it'll still sell though.
Yeah,
it'll have past judgment.
No, but that's barely a game. Like, it's barely 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
but it'll sell because
just go watch
Brutal Moose's video just shows it like, wow, that's a pile of shit.
Yeah, I actually haven't watched that video yet. I'm planning to
watch it after we're done. Like, it is the greatest.
I love all of Ian's stuff.
So it's called Nether?
Nether, yeah.
And also about the publishers not being afraid of publishing horror games and stuff. I'm not seeing a lot of AAA horror games, like, well, except for the...
Well, we are seeing...
We're not, but
like,
we're going
Bethesda
to
make one.
Yeah, well, The Evil Within is, like, the only one. But I'm only seeing indie people just making amazing horror games.
Yeah.
Like, the last Resident Evil kind of bombed. It's more action than anything.
Yeah, because it was an action game.
Yeah, and so
it wasn't a good action game.
So it's pretty much being restored by the indie community, which is way better.
Yeah.
The indie community has come in leaps and bounds in the past few years.
I still can't find Nether, by the way. Still can't find Nether.
It's playnether.com.
Playnether.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you look at the state of survival horror, like the really big time of it, I want to say was probably the mid-90s to the early 2000s, because Silent Hill 2 was somewhere in there, and that's considered to be like one of
Silent Hill 2 and like
greatest.
Eternal Darkness.
And that was like early Resident Evil when it was still good, and
what I'd really like
and then
to play...
there's all the Spirit of Time where like nothing was there, and then we got Dead Space, and like stuff started coming back, and then we got Amnesia.
Oh yeah, there was. I for some reason.
There's Penumbra as well in there before they ever made Amnesia.
Penumbra is fucking scary. That's a really good series of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like even though Penumbra was around and everything, it didn't really start kicking in until Amnesia. That I feel like that was the catalyst.
Amnesia was like this huge explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There wasn't there still, even if the games were good, there still wasn't the attention put on it like Amnesia.
Exactly.
So this Nether game, it's basically DayZ, I'd say.
I'm not sure what it's gonna be like, in all honesty, because it
looks like it's gonna be this open world kind of game where you scavenge for food and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And if they do it well, then yeah, it'll sell definitely because people dig that shit. And DayZ is terrible because it runs on a military sim.
Yeah.
It is getting optimized goal. That's why they're taking.
Shut up. No.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what direction they go with this, and if it's even gonna be any good.
I hate people using the excuse like, oh, they're making this standalone, it's gonna be better. It's still gonna be based on Arma. You won't fool me. It's the same. It's the same guys. They're gonna base it off of Arma, probably with the same shitty controls, and it's gonna piss me off again.
Well, see, I'm excited for that. Did you guys see that new game on Steam, Contagion? I think. I don't know how to pronounce it in all honesty.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
Contagion.
Conan played that on his.
The Barbarian?
Like, you guys, no, Conan O'Brien. Like, please tell me you guys know.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Like he has like this segment on our show.
Yeah,
like,
he has just playing video games bad kind of thing.
Yeah, like he plays
just,
video games, and he talks about them afterwards.
Yeah, he actually just had one that was Slender, Amnesia, and Outlast.
Outlast, not Contagion. Okay.
Outlast is legitimately also pretty freaking
Outlast
creepy.
was pretty good. I didn't play it myself. I watched somebody play it, but
I'm watching Jesse Cox play it. It's incredible.
It was pretty good. I have to admit, the ending was a little, but it was still good.
Most horror games have that ending. Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like look at Amnesia. Like okay, sure, whatever.
That was a good description, Gull. I'm really glad that you.
Oh, you know what?
That input.
What survival horror game was good? Like around the launch of the Xbox 360 and PS3 and everything. Condemned Criminal Origins.
Condemned.
Yes.
I've been trying to think of it. My brother's played that. It is creepy, dude.
I
That is
remember
some
playing
creepy
Condemned and like in the dark when I got my 360, and I'm just, that scared me half to death. And
that's when we were
just,
so
like,
wowed by
last
the
half-
360's graphics.
But isn't it just criminals in that one?
I believe so.
It's like sociopaths though. Like they just like they bust through walls with like 2x4s with nails in them, and you're just sitting there, and you've got like this rusted pipe, and you're like, oh fuck, what do I do?
Yeah, it's intense, and not necessarily that the people you're fighting are so scary looking. It's more intense in the fact that like you got these people that are just continually trying to kill you, and you're just a police officer in like this ran down like city, just like trying to figure things out. So you're just like trying to find evidence. You're like in sewers and ran down buildings, and you just have all these people just trying to like fucking murder you with like pipes and shit. You're just like, get away from me! Like I don't like you people.
Also, I would point out that you are the only FBI officer in the entire world that does not know how to reload a gun. I hated that so much. Like you start out with a freaking pistol, and you only have like one mag. I'm just like, what FBI agent is this?
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Since having lived with a roommate who was very knowledgeable on guns, like I can't like play a single game that has guns in it. And like if I notice something, I'll just be like, ugh, no, this is just annoying me. Like I can't do it either. But Condemned is some creepy stuff. I've watched my brother play a lot of that, and it's creepy.
I played it on and off with a friend when it came out, and it was pretty cool.
I never got around to playing the sequel though.
Yeah, me either.
There's a sequel?
Yeah,
Condemned 2. It didn't sell very well because like for some reason they gave you like Jesus powers or something. Like I don't remember.
Jesus
powers. Like
there
Yahtzee has a review on it, and he said like you could just shoot like holy out of your chest or something. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
There is something about it, yeah.
So basically, sequelitis.
Yeah.
It still overall gets good reviews, though.
Well, yeah, the first Condemned
both
is
Condemned
amazing.
games did well.
You know what game was actually pretty creepy? That Huntsman game. I think me and Goal are the only ones who played
that. That is still scaring me. Like, the voicing in that game is amazing.
Yeah, they did a really good job with it, I have to say.
Like, I'm probably not gonna play it, like, when it's fully released, because it still scares me. And the Huntsman is terrifying. Way worse than Slender, man.
Yeah. It was definitely a good game, though. I was glad that I was able to play it.
Did you actually find him when you were playing? Because he's in the attic, I think.
Really? Because I got to almost the attic, and then I was like,
yes,
okay,
he's in the attic. He's just standing there. It's so scary.
Sounds like a whole lot of Nope from me.
Yeah. You're walking through and all of a sudden shit just starts slamming and doors opening around you, and I'm like, nope.
Well, that stuff happens for me, like one of the creepiest things ever is where you just see the dark silhouette of someone who's just literally like standing there at like the end of a hallway or some shit. I'm like, you need to like say hello or something. Otherwise, this is extremely not okay with me.
Say hi.
I just
you need to like say hi or just like get out. Like just you walk out the house.
I hate the premise for every horror game. It's always some guy, some girl goes to this abandoned whatever in the mountains, in the woods, whatever. It seems like a good idea. No reception, whatever. Just go in, die. That's it.
Most horror games and
over.
movies are that way, and it gets a little stale.
Yeah.
I'm always like, why would you do this? Just stay at home.
Especially, that was a huge issue with Outlast.
Yes, the guy just goes to, I'm just gonna go to this insane asylum alone. No backup, no guns. So
And there was multiple times where he could have fucking left, but he didn't. And he was just like, I'm just gonna stay here and look at these guys' dongs all day.
I have to
put this on WikiLeaks.
I have
a camera. He took a fucking camera instead of a gun.
I love the camera effect, though.
They should have bombed the place. Go away. Just seal it off. Done. End game. Over.
Here's the thing about the setting, though, is it takes place at the base of Mount Massive, which is in Colorado. I've literally been there. I've hiked that mountain.
Well,
I know
you're
exactly where it is.
You're crazy.
So like when I figured it's like Mount Massive, like, wait, is this a fictional, is this a not, did they make this up, or is this the Mount Massive I'm thinking it is? Nope, it's the real one. I've been there. I'm now extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, you escaped the asylum. Good job. Good job.
But there's nothing there.
That's your past. It's just your past. Move on.
The camera made that game so much better than what it.
Oh, fuck that! Oh, just burn down that entire asylum.
The night vision.
The
night vision made things look real, and it was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, that's the one mechanic of that game that makes it stand out. And
like the doctor in that game is terrifying.
Oh yeah,
fuck that guy.
Dude.
Oh my god.
He was fun.
Just cutting off fingers. Yeah,
Conan was in Conan's video. He was actually when he was playing Outlast, he was like, "The doctor doesn't have any pants on. I'm not even concerned about the fact that he's got no skin or mutilating people. I just want the man to put some pants on." Like that was Conan's gripe. I was just like,
well, I was concerned about him cutting off your fingers.
Yeah, that's kind of brutal.
The Japanese horror game where you just have a camera.
Fatal Frame.
No.
Fatal Frame. That's what I was thinking of.
I've always wanted to play that one.
That is turbo creepy.
Screw Japanese horror games. They just up it up a notch. I don't want to touch those games.
Yep, won't do it. Nope.
Those Japanese people.
They're fucked up. They're fucked up. They make fucked up games.
They really do.
Good. It's scaring me shitless.
I'll play Monster Hunter. I'll play Monster Hunter. I will not touch their horror games. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're extremely.
That is too spooky for me. Way too spooky.
And the better ones are like those, just like you get like these Japanese fucking what are they, like RPG Maker games? Because it's just some random person that's like living over there, and they're like really fucked up, and they came up with all this, and I'm just like, oh my god, you came up with this by yourself. You didn't have a team. You came up with disemboweling children on your own. Like, fuck.
I watch all those games on streams and Let's Plays and whatever because well, they tend to end on this horrible plot line. Like the story builds up okay, and then it just ends on like, well, whatever. She killed everyone and she's going back. Done.
The only one of those that I really enjoyed was Corpse Party. Corpse Party was fucking awesome.
What is that one where the girl and the father makes dolls out of people? Dear something. Oh, that one was kind of cool, but it ended so terribly.
Yeah, a lot of them don't end very well.
Like, the girl suddenly becomes like her father and turns people into dolls, and that made no sense.
Mad Father.
She was terrified of him. Like, that made no sense. Why would you do that
end,
to other
she just,
people?
like, becomes evil, and I was like, what? Like, this just... I felt like everything I did was just for, like, in
That
vain.
was shitty writing. That was poor writing, because she would never turn out like that. She was terrified.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Like, that was a really good game, and that just pissed me off to no means. Oh, I hate it. No radio silence, by the way. Come on. Jeez.
I don't know. Whenever I think about survival horror games, I honestly prefer the way it's done in Amnesia, where you literally don't have any weapons. Like, as much as you're like, I would just love to have a weapon to just fight this evil, when you really think about being in that situation, you would legitimately be... And,
My god, I just soiled myself. That was terrifying.
That was my roommate. Sorry about that.
That's beautiful.
What was I saying? Yeah, in Amnesia, you don't have a weapon, you can't fight back, but it actually, I feel like that makes it more realistic, because if you were in that situation with those kind of nasty thing walking around trying to kill you, you would not be able to react and do anything. You wouldn't fight that thing. You would sit in the corner and just be afraid.
Look. I wouldn't even be there.
Well, you wouldn't even be there in the first place, yeah, because you wouldn't have gone on an archaeological expedition to fuck Egypt and tried to find something. You would have just stayed at home and done whatever.
My rules to not get killed: don't go to any forests, don't go into caves and stuff like that, don't go into creepy mansions. Basic rules: don't, and you won't die.
So hiking mountains is fine, though.
No.
Why not? What's wrong with that?
It could be stuff up there.
There's a ghost that's gonna kill me on top of a mountain?
What if there's some samurai ghost? I don't know. It's just high up in the mountains.
There's a samurai ghost in Colorado. I'm in Colorado. I'm gonna go hike to the top of a mountain where there's skiers below me, and there's a samurai ghost that is gonna kill me with his draught technique. Yeah, yes. That's what's gonna happen.
He's gonna stab you off the mountain, and it's not gonna be fun. Oh, that's a bad trip. I won't go up a mountain. I won't go into a mountain. No volcano. I am not gonna get killed.
So what about sailing? What about going on the ocean? Is that okay?
Ocean is fine because Wind Waker is jolly.
Yeah, but what about sharks? What
Sharknado,
about
man.
Sharks?
What if a giant octopus comes out of the water and starts a giant whirlpool?
The Kraken.
I would fight it with
creates the maelstrom.
Like cannon on my sailboat.
Cannon on your sailboat.
You might have to worry about pirates, Goal.
I would kill them.
What if Blackbeard shows up? You have to be prepared.
Blackbeard, look. Are you a kid? Only pirates are Somalia. Come on.
Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. Well, we just need to call up with Tom Hanks or whatever to be in the
Call Tom Hanks.
Oh my god.
I just want to sail Wind Waker style. Don't ruin my sailing.
Dude, yeah, I just want to sail Wind Waker style too, where there's no...
Look, there's no ghosts on the sea.
There's no danger. If a shark shows up, it's just purple and goofy looking. I hit it with a boomerang and it dies. Cool, we're good.
There's no ghosts on the sea. So there's no ghosts on the sea.
There's a ghost ship. There's a ghost ship. Cool.
Look, ghost ships are cool. Ghost pirates also cool because they're not creepy.
Okay, all right.
I get a question.
Yeah.
On the topic of spooky stuff, and I think this is a good way that we can close off the podcast. Have you guys had any spooky paranormal sort of experiences?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, well, there's Goal's answer.
No, that stuff freaks me out. I cannot watch that.
I can't say I've had any personal experiences or anything like that.
Don't.
I really can't say that I have. Honestly,
not get killed.
Just stay inside your whole life, live in a bubble.
Have a flashlight in case Luigi's mansion is pretty correct.
Unless it turns into Alan Wake, in which case you just shine your flashlight on
Alan
them.
Wake is done.
And then you have Victor and I shoot him and then it's fine.
No, just go to Luigi's mansion. Have a vacuum cleaner. Just vacuum ghosts.
Well, we need EGAD to make us one then, because only Luigi has one. He's holding out on us.
No, he's a slave driver. That's free labor. That's not even a game.
Okay, yeah.
Well, anybody? Anything?
I legitimately, honestly cannot. I never
Shut up, Ozzy. Shut up, Ozzy. Shut up, Ozzy.
No. What about you, Victor?
I really
haven't.
Thank you,
everyone.
Really? I've actually had one of my own.
No.
Well, all right, let's hear what he says. Come on, Goal. Let's.
It is 4 a.m. for me. Whatever.
I was very young at the time, and my mom had 2 sisters. One was named Carol and one was named Joe. Joe got in a car accident when I was very young, and
you're already freaking me out. I don't.
And it was horrible. Obviously, I mean, I don't remember much from it, but pretty much she was the one who would always take care of me because my mom was working, my dad was working, and she was always the one that took care of me and watched me and all that when I was very young. And so I guess I was very close with her when I was younger because of all this and everything. And when she died, I never got a chance to say goodbye and everything. So,
oh God.
while we were living with my mom's parents at this time, and I was maybe 2, 3, I think, and no, I had to have been around like, I don't remember how old I was. I'm gonna be honest with you, and my mom had put me in my room. And like I was in a crib, so I don't know how old you can guess from there.
Ugh.
I was in a crib, and all of a sudden they heard crying. So I was like, okay. My mom woke up when she heard it, and she opened the door, and she opened the door, and I was right outside of her door, and there was no way that I could have gotten out on my own, considering I was just a little kid and everything. And she opened the door, and I was just outside of the door. So she was like, "What? All right." And she took me, put me back in the crib, and everything.
Don't even.
Went back into her room, started to go back to sleep, and I started crying again. She opened the door, and I'm right outside the door again. And then I think she did it a third time. She put me back, and she heard me crying again. So she was like, all right, what's going on? But I wasn't in the doorway or anything. This time I was in Joe's room, which was
terrifying.
Which was currently not being used. And I was just in that room crying. And then that was it. That's all that happened. And I don't even remember anything from it. I've had my family tell me that it happened, but I love this sort of thing, so I would actually actively go and look and try to make things happen.
No, this is why you need a ghost vacuum cleaner. This is
like,
why.
I would, I'd go with friends all the time to places that were supposedly haunted, and there's a few in my area, and some weird
you just
shit.
Want to die. You just want to get killed by ghosts.
There's some weird shit that has happened, but nothing that I can ever for sure 100% say, wasn't just the wind or something like that. Like,
Ozzy, why do you want to get killed by ghosts?
I love being scared, and
I like being alive.
Paranormal stuff just is very interesting to me.
Goal is not pleased.
I do not like this. I hate this kind of stuff. Like, I watch Ghost Hunters and stuff for fun because that's terrible acting. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, terrible.
Like, I still wouldn't go to the places because it's pitch black in a giant castle. And
I love that.
I would.
Oh my god.
No.
I wouldn't like it.
I would jump out the first window.
Oh god. But yeah,
you wouldn't even be there in the first place, Goal.
Exactly, the rules.
There you go.
No castles.
That's my little too spooky for ShellCast story.
I hate it.
It's a little creepy, not gonna lie. Like, yeah.
I wish I could remember it, like, honestly.
No, that's the thing about being like really small. You just forget everything.
Yeah, I hate it.
I love it.
Because and it sucks because I don't remember her at all. And apparently she was like a really nice person and everything. And it was horrible that she died in a car accident like that. But I wish I could remember her because I don't at all. And it sucks, but, that shit happens. There's nothing I can do.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Now that we're ending on such a somber fucking note here, let's try to do something before we leave to cheer up a bit.
No more ghosts.
Where's Justin?
Where's Justin?
We need Justin right now.
No more ghosting. No more ghost talk. No more.
Definitely. But honestly, we definitely like some feedback. Because we're just kind of going into this blind. We really did. We don't really know what the fuck we're doing. We've never really had a podcast before, and whether we should be doing them live, let us know exactly what you want to see from it. Because no matter which way we do it, it's still gonna, be us talking like this. But if we do it live, we could have interaction with you guys. You could ask questions or things like that. And there's just a lot of different factors to take in here. So let us know exactly what you'd like to see, what you think can be improved upon, and all kinds of things like that. Because we really do need the feedback. We're not very good at this. but we're trying it anyway.
You gotta walk before you can run.
Exactly.
You have to run before you make the jump to hyperspace.
Yep.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Damn right.
Oh, God. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm out.
I don't think I have anything to add, honestly. Yeah, just let us know what you guys think. What you'd like to see.
We should end it on that note.
Yeah, I think it's a good note to end it on. So again, let us know, comment section and things like that, or get in contact with us on Twitter. I know, for one, I'm always on Twitter. I'm sadly addicted. But any sort of means you can get in contact with us, let us know what you think.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. Thank you. I love you all.
Thank you, Goal.
What?
Alright, I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. I think it's been a successful podcast. We got some nice conversations, discussions, cool things like that. So thank you all for staying tuned. I know it's an hour and 17 minutes of us rambling, but I hope you enjoyed that hour and 17 minutes of us rambling.
It was spooky rambling.
It was spooky. It was a little spooky.
Too spooky.
Too spooky for rambling.
I wouldn't say too spooky. It was a little spooky.
Too spooky for me.
It was like 1.5 spooky.
Too spooky for me.
All right, let's leave everybody. I don't know, how do we close this?
This is the Shellcast, I guess.
Beautiful. This is the Shellcast, I guess. All right, thank you everybody for watching the Shellcast, and we hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Later, Shellheads.
And see you next time.
Yeah, bye, Shelligans.
Bye, everybody.
Shelligans. Okay.
All right, yeah.